Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gameshow Gameshow! We're friends with both contestants because we're participating in a game show on a game show! Right here live from the Fine Arts Buildings downtown Chicago. Let's introduce our first contestant. Hailing from Skokie, Illinois, this person enjoys running, organizing things. I'll give you the boss! From Chicago, Illinois, this person enjoys slurping, eating, and eating fish tacos. What? I'll give you Mo! Okay, hailing from down the street, this person enjoys travel, exploring the city, family time, and new investments. What? I give you Sassy! Hailing from Chesterton, because someone has to hail from Chesterton. Hobbies, I don't have one. But what favorite thing she likes to do is watch Judge Judy. That's called stalking. I give you Mom G! From Cedar Lake, this person enjoys sleeping, and of course sleeping. Ironically enough, it's early bird. From Chesterton, again, someone has to be from there. This person enjoys doing things outside. I give you Spanking! From H-Town, I have no idea what that is. This person enjoys traveling and sleeping. I give you the one-night stand wannabe. From Cheesetown, this person enjoys being awesome in bullfrogs. I give you Party! Yeah! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our hands together. Let's bring our hands together. Let's bring our hands together. I present to you the host with the most, the man with the plan, the man, the myth, the legend, Neil!
Welcome to the Gameshow Gameshow, where our brave and bold contestants will put together their wits, skill, and game show awesomeness to compete on a collection of TV's favorite game shows on the Game Show! I am your host, Neil Pinklebottom.
And I'm Hector Fairbanks.
Over the next 60 minutes, our contestants will answer trivia questions and attempt to complete our game show challenges to collect as many points as possible. The top 3 scoring contestants will get recognized, and the top winner today will get a prize and also be named our game show king or queen. TV viewers, friends, and family at home, it's time to kick away that TV dinner tray, buckle into that lazy boy, put down that newspaper for an hour of game show awesomeness on the Game Show Game Show! Contestants, are you ready?
Ready!
Hector, are you ready?
Sure.
Thank you, Hector. We've got 6 categories, and I'm going to come over to, I believe, are you the birthday girl?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mom Jeans, you're the birthday girl. We have 6 categories. Those are boy bands.
Boy bands for one.
Show us, let me read this. Boy bands, show us your match this pose, famous underwear, Disney movies, and U.S. history. I'm going to ask you to pick a point, value, and category, please.
Boy bands for one, please.
All right, everyone have your paddles ready. What directionally challenged UK boy band had a hit with their first single, What Makes You Beautiful? And that was definitely One Night Stand.
Oh, I forgot their name.
Oh no, is it that? No! Okay, we'll try that again. We'll try that again. What makes you beautiful? That was definitely
One Direction.
Is it One Direction? Oh, you've got control of the board, Sassy.
I will pick Disney movies for 5.
All right. We're going deep into Disney movies. Everyone have your paddles ready. In Flubber, what is the name of the professor's robot sidekick?
Do we lose points for this?
No, not this time.
Robo?
Is it Robo? Almost. Hector, what is that answer?
Hold on. Let me do the timer thing. Had to do it. I love doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my best friend in the movie Robo. This is my robot companion and new girlfriend, Weebo.
It's like not us, but Weebo. Spanky Bullfrog, you're getting control of the board for even having half of that answer.
Disney movies 4.
All right, Disney movies for 4. If Ariel from The Little Mermaid gave you a dinglehopper, what would she be? What would she be?
Never even see the movie.
What would she be giving you? That was definitely Muff. God.
Tossing salad.
Is it tossing a salad?
No. I don't know.
Watch a Disney movie?
No. She has Disney movies.
What would she be giving you? And that was definitely early bird.
It's fork.
Is it a fork? I'm gonna offer you an extra chance at an extra point. What did she do with that fork? How did she use it?
Oh, I know that. Come on.
She combed her hair.
She did! Early bird. So you've got control of the board, early bird.
Let's go on. Famous underwear for one.
Alright, we're gonna go number 1 in that famous underwear. A form of pranking often used by older siblings or school bullies where the victim's underwear is forcibly pulled upwards. And after the buzzer was
Wedgies.
Is it a wedgie?
Boom!
It is a wedgie. You got that point. And you look like you've probably given a few wedgies in your time.
I've received some. That's why I don't wear underwear anymore.
Excellent. It's good to know. It's good to know. It's very, it's concerning.
Boy bands for 3.
Boy bands for 3 points.
Oh!
You might call them the original boy band. They are John, Paul, George, and after the buzzer was the boss.
Ringo.
Ringo! You got that. You got control of the board, the boss.
I'm going to go match this pose for 1.
All right. In this category, you're going to see a photograph. If you think you can do the pose that is in that photograph, put out your paddle. We'll give you a chance to match this pose for 1 point. That was definitely a horny birthday party. Let's put that on the floor, please.
Put it on the floor. It's down here.
Look towards the camera.
There it is! Hey, HBP, you've got control of this. I did not understand a single word you said.
So Disney movies for 3.
Thank you. Disney movies for 3 points.
I understood her.
I'm glad. Andy is the name written on the bottom of the boots of this cowboy. That was certainly Spanky.
Woody.
Is it Woody? You got that, Woody. You've got control of the board as well as that Woody.
Oh, show us your for 1.
Oh, I like that.
In this category, you're going to see a verbal prompt. If you think you can do that verbal prompt, put your paddle out. We'll give you a chance to show us your for 1. Show us your whip and nay-nay. That's definitely you.
That's definitely me.
Let's do this. We got some music coming.
Now watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Now watch me
And that is points. You look like you've done a few whips and nay-nays before.
Well,
I found out recently that a whip is a car, which is what you're driving when you're doing that. It is now time to bring forward Early Bird. We're bringing you forward to spin the Wheel of Fortune Cookie! We want to ask everyone to say no blammies, no blammies, no blammies!
No blammies, no blammies, no blammies! No blammies.
Blammy. No
No
blammy.
blammies, no blammies!
Oh, you got it! Stand right there. He's gonna play a game called Stinko. Stand right there, Early Bird. Stand. That's okay. You'll be fine.
Nasty.
So, Early Bird, we're gonna give you a look. And you're just gonna get points for this. This is how this works. You're gonna look right at our Stinko board.
Oh, okay.
But it's Stinko.
All right.
And
It's not
you know what,
Stinko.
Early Bird, I'm going to give you a chance to double your possible score. And here's how it works. Here's a briefcase and here's a briefcase. I'm going to ask you to pick a briefcase, and if you can identify correctly the smell of the stickers on that puck, then you will double your score. So you're picking this briefcase, and this is an item that starts.
I don't. What if I get this game?
This is a stick item that starts with the letter B. It starts with the letter B. I might give you a clue. You find these things. Sometimes they're straw, and sometimes they're blue.
Balls.
Smell like balls?
I don't know.
You've got one guess. You know, sometimes pies are made out of these things.
Blueberries?
What? Nice! What? Nice! Oh, I took the puck away. Here's your puck. Let's drop it in. You get double points.
And blue.
I don't know.
Strawberry, blueberry,
Oh.
Drop it.
poison.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for early bird! And
That's it. I'm done with this.
one night stand, I'm going to give you control of the board because you know you only want to be.
I'm gonna go
Does
with.
that mean that it doesn't end up just being one night?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know your life. It's very personal.
I'm gonna go with boy bands for 5.
Oh, wow!
Boy band for 5 points.
No.
Before he was living La Vida Loca, Ricky Martin sang in what group?
Oh, what's it called?
That was definitely
Menudo!
Is it?
That's right!
I knew that one.
And you
I
got
did
control
not
of the
know
board.
that.
That was pretty killer.
Okay, we're gonna do boy bands for 4.
All right, we're going to boy band questions. What group has 2 Mickey Mouse Club alumni in its mix? And that was definitely Early Bird.
Instinct.
Is it NSYNC?
on.
It is NSYNC. And you got control of the board.
That was early.
I know, see, you can't see me.
U.S. history for 1.
All right. That was history for 1
I
point.
don't like that one.
What year was the bicentennial? And this came after the buzzer, Spanky.
2000.
Was it 2000?
No.
That was the millennium. That was the millennium. What year was the bicentennial? And that was definitely.
1776.
Was it 1776? Bicentennial means 200 years. What was the bicentennial? Early Bird.
1976.
Was it 1976?
What was 1776?
That was when the
That
country
was-
actually began.
All right.
That was Independence Day.
But the bicentennial was 200 years ago.
All right.
You might not have been born by then. I don't
didn't get
know.
that.
So Early Bird, you got your
All right,
control.
let's do Disney movies for 2.
Oh, come
Let's
on.
keep
these
climbing up
Disney
Disney
movies.
movies.
Movie crap.
Who is the nanny that uses an umbrella as her method of transportation? And that's definitely.
Mary Poppins.
Is it Mary frickin' Poppins?
No. Her name
No,
is
it's not Mary freaking Poppins.
Okay, Mary, come
Who's the
on.
next person?
We're giving it to you. We're giving it to you. We're giving it to you. I don't want to.
Mary freaking Poppins.
We'll do this. You've got control of the board, Sassy Bach.
U.S. history.
For what? 2,
Oh,
3,
let's
4,
go
5.
4.
U.S. history for 4 points. What year did the U.S. land on the moon?
Brent?
That's definitely Spanky.
1969.
Is it 1969? It is 1969. And moving forward, come on. Who's gonna spin our wheel of fortune cookie? Spin it. No better, no better, no better, no better. Oh no! This is Tear Tractor! And right here, we've got our most terrifying event. Our most terrifying event. Don't look this in the eyes. I'm bringing it right over to you. Don't scream. The box. This is our Tear Tractor! Boss, I would like you to look inside of this tractor and tell me what you see.
They're not cockroaches.
Don't bring him home.
What are those?
Jelly beans?
Those are jelly beans. The boss, I'm going to give you a
gotta eat
chance.
something.
I'm going to give you a chance. 5 points for this if you eat one of these jelly beans. But one of them is delicious. One of them is not so
Oh,
delicious.
there's a jelly bellies that taste like
So, I'm going to tell you, one of these is delicious, juicy
Swallow it
pear.
whole and cook it tomorrow,
The
man.
other is not very delicious, booger. So, you'll take 5 points if you can eat one of these and tell me what it is. Everyone feel free to grab it. You're blocking the camera, everyone.
That's the booger.
Can I eat it for her?
Just swallow it
Get
whole.
out of here. Wait, let me see the color. They look exactly the same. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh God, that's booger.
Oh! 5 points! What a loss!
Would you like to go around to wash your mouth out with?
No, there's no guarantee.
This gets stuck in your teeth.
That's fair.
Wow. Booger.
And I like that.
Classic.
Horny birthday party, you're getting control of the board.
Okay, how about match this pose for 4?
Match this pose for 4 points.
Oh,
That's definitely spaceable. And we're gonna both do a chance.
Go!
You're a little quantity.
Wait a second, you don't do that?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
We all understand what.
Okay, since Boss did take out his paddle and not did it, he's going to have to lose 2 points.
The boss, I recommend icing later.
Yeah.
You've got control of the board.
She ate a booger and cut a crop.
Welcome to the Game Show. We have a good time.
All right. Match this pose was really painful, so we're gonna go U.S. history for 2.
All right, U.S. history for 2 points. What month did the United States enter World War II? All right, that was definitely Spanky.
December?
Is it December? December 7th, 1941,
A date?
which will live in infamy. All right, you've got control of the board there, Spanky.
U.S. History 5.
U.S. history for 5 points.
I don't know anything about history.
This person was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court from 1967 to 1991. Also featured in a recent movie.
Oh my God.
Oh, and what is that answer?
That would be Thurgood Marshall.
No idea.
Thurgood Marshall.
Stream
You
Marshall.
don't know who he was? He's the first African American appointed to the Supreme Court. It says it right there. It says-
Remember to watch Marshall, coming soon to Blu-ray and DVD. All right, you know what? I'm going to give you Mom Jeans. I'm going to give you control of the board.
Show us your for 4.
Show us your 4. Show us your silly human trick. If you're a human, you've got a trick that's silly, you can do it. This could be breathing.
It could just be
All right,
breathing?
Spanky Bullfrog, come on out. Show us
Silly.
your silly human trick.
Hey, you laughed. I got it.
I laughed. It's good. I got that. No one else did anything. I'm giving because you did something. All right, so
I
that's
have
the.
my pedal out.
Sorry, girl.
We'll give you a chance too. Come
No,
on.
no, no, no. That's too late.
Oh no! That is the muff diver technique.
Yeah.
You getting points?
I can close it.
You might need to see that technique again, but that's fine. But first, it is time to bring Muff Diver to spin the wheel of fortune.
No, Grammy!
And that is first spin it to win it. Go ahead and take your spot right there. Spin it to win it! Muff Diver, I'm going to ask you a very personal question. It might get embarrassing. And here's the question. Of these 4 colors, which is your favorite? Green, white, orange, or blue?
Orange.
Everyone turn around and look inside your orange drawer. You're going to find
Poker chips.
some chips. Yes, yes. I'm going to ask everyone to take your dominant hand. If you're right-handed, you'll put your right arm like so and stack 3 poker chips on top of your elbow like a table.
Do we still have to hold the...
You don't have to hold your paddle.
Say it again because I'm confused.
Take 3 poker chips and stack them on your elbow.
Which elbow? You're dominating.
Are you right-handed?
No.
Then you're left-handed. Excellent.
Wait,
So you're going to put that
dominating.
on, and everyone is going to get one chance and one chance only to catch as many of those poker chips as they can in that same hand. In that same hand.
What's
For
the
each,
one we put it up there with?
Yeah.
yes. Each one that you catch, you're going to get 2 points. Ready, set, go! Alright, don't pick up anything. Don't pick up anything. The boss, you've got a high five. How many did you get, Muff Diver? High five. Sassy Bot, high five. That's 6 points for Mom Jeans. Early Bird, high five. Spanky Bullfrog, 6 points. One night stand is nothing, and 6 points for Horny Birthday Party!
They just like stuck together. I was like,
It's pretty awesome. One night stand. Yeah, you're doing this. You've got control of the board.
You should have said that before.
I'm going to go with show us your for 2.
Come on, Amanda!
Show us your for 2 points. Show us your moonwalk.
Oh, God.
That was definitely Muff, but I'm also going to put a Horny Birthday Party out there. And some songs. We're going to put a song.
come on,
Both of you are out there.
Hold on, wait.
What?
What?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Molly, support.
That was very stylish. You're both getting points.
Woo!
And for taking wonderful pictures of that, I'm going to go to Sassy Bot because the pictures are busy.
Okay, I will do Disney movie.
Let's do famous underwear.
Is there only one left?
There's only one left in Disney
Yeah, I don't
movies.
like that one. Famous underwear for 3.
Famous underwear for 3 points. What superhero wears red underwear on the outside of his costume? And that was definitely Muff.
Superman.
Is it Superman? Yeah! And that's like kryptonite to me. You've got control of the board.
Let's do famous underwear for 5.
Famous underwear for 5 points.
Ready?
Name the superhero Mr. Krupp was transformed into by 2 4th grade boys, George and Harold, in this 14-book children's series. That was certainly Spanky.
Captain Underpants.
Is it Captain Underpants? It is. You got control of the board.
We'll go with U.S. History 3.
We're going to close out U.S. history. Who was the 44th president? And that was definitely the boss.
Barack Obama.
Is it Barack Obama? Yes, it
Wait,
is.
it's 45 now? Or was that last one? Hold on.
You got control of the board, the boss.
Okay. We're gonna go boy bands 2.
We're going to close out the boy bands.
Backstreet Boys.
What group is the opposite of old adults off the street? That was Early Bird.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block!
Let's do Disney movies for 1.
We're going to close out Disney movies. If Elsa from Frozen got a tattoo of her personal mantra, it would say, that was you, Mom Jeans.
Let it go.
Let it go! And we're not letting go those points. You got control of the board.
Match this pose for 3.
Match this pose for 3 points.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 of you are coming out.
Oh my, come on.
I'm not flexible.
Me neither. I gotta take off my shoes.
Boots are hard.
Like it's got, your other foot got to be on the inside.
Disqualified. You can't do it.
Why can't I take my boots off? You're not the boss here. I am. Oh. There you go.
You're all getting points!
Oh, bullshit!
And now, it is time to bring forward Spanky Bullfrog! Go ahead and spin that wheel. No lemon, no lemon, no lemon!
Nobody.
Like you, baby, please.
Oh, that is teal or not teal. Stand right there. Stand right there.
Guys,
So,
go ahead, Sam.
everyone, Spanky, you're going to notice that we have 4 briefcases out there. There are scores inside there from 0 to 5. I'm going to ask you to take 2 of those and bring them right here to you. Take 2 of those briefcases.
Take the blue!
Not that one, the blue! No, the silver!
2 or not. No.
Oh, yeah. So our lovely assistant is Hector is going to show you the numbers that you did not get. So inside of that steel briefcase is what was it?
Zero!
All
die, you psycho!
Pick that one.
So, one of those is 0 points. And one of those is 2 points. And you're going to have to choose which one you're going to open.
Silver.
So, feel free to encourage. Becky, I'm going to give you a chance, okay? Because one of those is you can one of those is 0, one of those is 2. You could walk away with 1 point, or you can open. Here's the one there.
You should have picked the silver.
Should have took the 1.
0. What is your problem? Am I psychic?
And now
Somebody fell for it!
And now we're going to do something slightly different. So I would like to bring up Mom Jeans and Horny Birthday Party. We're going to come right here to play something that I like to call
The Feud.
Oh, I'm so excited.
the Trivia Feud! So, you can put your paddles away. No, please don't. Okay. So, shake hands and put your hands behind your back. Okay. Hector's going to read a question.
Better watch out.
Let me give you my instructions. Hector's going to read a question. If you think you have an answer that is on that board and belongs on that board, ring this bell. Do not break my arm.
Come on, baby.
If your answer is on the board, then your team will play. Hector, are you ready?
For sure.
Hands behind your back.
All right, guys, you ready? You ready?
Yes.
Hey, come on, Barbie, let's go party. No, we're not reading the question yet. I was preparing you for the question. Mom Jeans.
That means I get the answer, right?
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right, so the question is, if Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
She done it before.
No,
I finished it.
Her house.
And it's also wrong.
Unfortunately, she's a renter. She lives in Louis. We're going to go back.
Is it my turn? No.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so much.
my turn.
Early bird, you've played with plenty of Barbies in your time, I'm sure. Name something that Barbie would auction off.
Shut up!
Close.
Her clothes! Yeah! All right, Spanky Bullfrog, it's tough times at Mattel. Name something that Barbie would give away.
Shoot.
Her shoes!
Good answer.
One night stand. If you were Barbie, what would you get rid of for money?
10.
And our most excited contestant, Horny Birthday Party. We've got one answer left. 3 strikes available. So, name something that Barbie would auction off.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I know this one. How much time do I have left?
Almost none.
Keep going, keep going.
Her dog!
Her dog!
She has a dog?
That was kind of...
No!
Give it to
You
me.
never get rid of the dog.
No,
All right.
we have to
Really
get rid of the
good.
dog?
Two
It's
strikes
all right.
left. No conferring yet.
Fine.
Her dream house?
Her dream house. Wait a second. No conferring yet.
Okay.
If you get this wrong, then they're going to get a chance to steal.
Get wrong.
If you get this
I
right,
already know this.
you're taking the points home. Spanky Bullfrog, if Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
You have no idea.
Her horses?
Her horses!
Does she have horses?
Oh! All right, thank you very much. You get 10 seconds.
Well, she needed the fast cash.
Her
Yes.
body?
Muff Diver's looking at me very confident.
I think so. Skipper, her sister.
Skipper!
Her sister name.
Oh, you're the Skipper! Her jewelry! All right.
Barbie had jewelry.
Come on down, Sassy Bye. No women! Ooh, take your spot right there. I believe we looked in our orange drawer before, so I'm going to ask you for green, white, or blue. Yes. Everyone look inside your blue drawers. because you're going to make a spectacle of yourselves.
Bro, I can't.
Go ahead and put that on, everyone. You don't need the vest. That's in another drawer entirely. So everyone, I think you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna get 30 seconds to put that ball in that basket. But here's how it works. You may not use your hands to put the ball in the basket. You may use your hands to keep the glasses on your head. You can do that. Okay, you'll get 30 seconds. Whoever gets the ball in will get 5 points. Ready, set, go!
Oh, too hard. Wait, hard.
You can unlock.
Too hard.
20 seconds.
Come on. Oh.
10 seconds.
Can we get an extra?
Oh, I was right there. Oh God.
4, 3,
Oh.
2,
Wait.
1.
Is points for Sassy Bob! Alright, let's bring forward, speaking of Sassy Bob, let's bring forward Sassy Bob and one last hand.
Come on, Jenny.
Shake hands all friendly like, put your hands behind your back. And come on,
Oh, no. Come on.
I've been running. Hey guys, recently, something people are often chased by in movies.
A monster.
A monster!
Monster.
Your team? We're gonna go over to Mom Jeans. Mom Jeans, name something people are often chased by in movies.
Other people.
Let's be more specific with that.
Right.
The bad guy.
The bad guys!
Guys.
Yeah! And you may put your paddles down. You don't need them.
Oh,
The
no.
boss.
I got it.
The police.
Damn it.
The police! Yeah! Especially good with Stuart Copeland and Sting. Muff Diver. We've got 2 answers left. No strikes yet.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs!
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's
Dogs! Alright, Mom Jeans, we've got 1 answer remaining, 2 strikes left. Name something, if you were in a movie, what would be chasing you?
a car.
And that is a clean sweep by Team 1. We're going to get One Night Stand Wannabe a chance to spin the wheel!
Don't forget.
Go Runners!
Oh no!
And that is Snatch. Alright, to pick one of these members to be an opponent.
Lisa!
Megan! Come on, Lisa!
Alright, Mount Timer might know what here, I will hand each of you a card with phrases on it. Don't look at it yet.
Oh wait, don't look at it.
Your job is to get your team to guess as many of those phrases as possible. Wait a second.
Oh.
You may say anything that you want except for words that are on the card. So if the clue is fire truck, you can't say fire, you can't say truck, you can't say fire truck, but you can say or do or make any sounds, anything else. Okay? For everyone that you get, your whole team, every member is going to get 1 point. So, ready, set, go!
Oh shit, I can't even read
This
this.
comes off of a tree.
Please.
No.
No, start.
Okay.
It's on the ceiling.
It comes up to the house and
Okay.
water comes out of it.
Hose.
Oh,
Yeah, if you
faucet.
It's like
It's a
for the.
Um,
10 seconds.
this is for a job. It's not a resume, but you fill out a application.
5.
You drink
All right, Muff, what did you get? How many did you get?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 points for everyone on Team 1. Thank you very much. How many did you get?
Nothing.
No, we got 1, didn't we?
One.
Yes!
All right, everyone. It's time to And Muff Diver. You don't need your paddles. Shake hands all friendly like and put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Come on, Mike.
And when you're
Hey guys, remember to wait. I'm sorry, I got cold. Remember to wait for the end of my question before you. I'm sorry, before you ring the bell. All right. Name an animal you would recognize just by its nose.
Dog.
a dog.
Wolf.
Yes! Thank you very much, Muff Diver.
I think it's a place.
All right, one night stand.
I'm going to go with an elephant.
An elephant.
A horse.
Early bird, name something.
A pig.
A pig.
Fucker.
Yoinky.
You have 2 answers left, Spanky.
An aardvark.
An aardvark.
Also known as an anteater.
Wow. This could be a clean sweep.
Ah.
I'm going to go with a hummingbird.
A hummingbird.
That's more like a bee.
That is more like a bee. All right.
Okay.
Horny.
How about a mouse?
A mouse.
That's a good one.
All right, what do we got?
All right. Don't
Right,
confer
we
yet.
can't confer.
Don't confer yet. Early bird. You've got one answer
Oh,
left
there.
and only one strike. So this is your last chance. Name an animal you could recognize just by its nose.
Cat.
A cat.
We heard you.
What? Another clean sweep. Let's bring forward Mom Jeans. Spin that wheel.
What do you mean,
All right, no blammies, no blammies, no blammies.
No whammies, no whammies.
And that's it. Dancing with the contestants. Stand right there. Stand right there. I'm going to ask you to pick someone you trust with your life from this group. Yes.
Don't pick me. What is the?
Pick someone you trust with your life.
She's a good dancer.
You probably should trust your husband with it.
Really? Spanky.
I barely like
Spanky.
it.
You put your battle back, Spanky. I'm going to ask you to pair up right here. Pair up right here. Mom Jeans, Spanky Bullfrog. You now have the job of dancing. Okay? And here's how this works. We're going to dance a tango. That's the way you're going to dance this way and back. This way and back. And if you can do that in 10 seconds, you will get some points. You will tango to me and back. Here's the only rule I have for you. This does not need to be technically accurate, but you must be cheek to cheek both ways. Okay?
I'm so sorry.
Ready?
Ready? Go! 10 seconds, go!
Let's go.
Why would you switch on?
And you got those points.
You're in the doghouse, buddy.
All right, looks like we're getting to another round of trivia. So I'm going to ask everyone to get their paddles ready because it's time for 6 new categories.
Oh.
All right, and
Oh my God, hurts.
The categories are...
early bird. We've got 6 categories coming. The categories are Sing That Verse, Iconic Clothing, Impressions, Super Challenges, Chicago Sports, and
I'll go Chicago Sports for one.
Chicago Sports for 1 point. What is Chicago's NFL team? That was definitely Is it the Bears?
Carbs for 5.
Thank you for your energy. Cards for 5. What cereal is known as the breakfast of champions?
Frosted Flakes.
Is it Frosted Flakes? What cereal is known as the breakfast of champions? All right.
Come on.
Wheaties.
Is it Wheaties? You know what? Wheaties. That's 5 points. And you got control of the
My
board.
favorite cereal. Frosted Flakes?
Super challenges for 1.
Super challenges for 1. Hector will read out this challenge.
It's called the middle name challenge. I've never done this one before.
Oh, well, I'll tell you all of the rules. You are a team, and you are a team, and you will have this one challenge. That is to correctly place yourself in order by middle name. So, without talking, you'll figure out the way to do that. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
And by the way, is this the A side?
No, this is
Am I
right?
Okay, we'll
Molly,
do
am I
this.
right?
We'll start with
Like,
Horny. What's your middle name?
Just the letter B.
Just the letter B. And Spanky?
David.
BD.
James.
James.
Lynn.
How nice! Here we are. Mom.
Allison.
A.
Lynn.
L.
Lynn.
L.
Marie.
Wait, how do you spell it? How do you spell it? Oh, we didn't go into that.
No. Goes to the second letter.
It goes to the second letter if it matches.
What are we asking?
How
do you spell your middle
name?
Why?
Why?
It's the same name.
Then I get a good
Hey,
points
hey.
then.
Points! And you know, just because I'm feeling sad, birthday party.
Good.
Thank God I know
All right,
everyone's
hold
last
on.
middle
Go back
name.
here.
No money, no money, no money!
Go Lemon, go Lemon, go Lemon!
You're very fun, Horny. That is our third spinach win. Going we have a choice between green and white.
Oh, no, ooh. Okay, green.
Everyone turn around and pick out your green drawers. Inside, you're going to find a vest to put on top of your vest.
Right? I don't need socks in there.
And some socks and balls. So, those who've never been warned, you're going to find 3 projectiles. Put that vest on over your vest.
Wait, did you say they weren't supposed to be worn? Oh, Neil, I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's okay. So, take those 3 projectiles.
Do we get to throw at each other?
One moment. So, you should have 3 of them. If you don't, let us know.
I got 4.
Whoa! Then we'll figure out.
I'll take that.
All right. Good.
I don't have a ball.
I really.
Wait, there's supposed to be a ball too? I only
Wait,
get 3.
I don't
No,
have a
socks or balls.
Oh, what are
Yes.
the
All
others?
right. So,
Take the ball from her.
everyone, you are now teamed up with the person directly across from you. So you are now teamed up.
Oh,
You will be
teamed
gaining points together. So for each
Together.
for each projectile that you have attached
think it was supposed to
to,
be
it's
inside.
maximum 3 per side. For each projectile you have attached to your teammate's vest, you will each gain a point.
Okay.
So we'll start throwing on this side, then we'll throw on this side. When both sets of hands are empty, then and only then you can go down and pick up more. Okay? Ready, set, 30 seconds, and go!
What?
Jeez.
Alright. Hey! Pick it up, pick it up!
Oh.
Over here, Max, over here.
Okay. Pick up now, right?
Get up there.
Oh, wait, I can.
Oh,
A maximum of 6 points.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I have.
There we go.
10,
okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Wait, I got
3, 2, 1.
Enough time!
Not bad.
All right, let's see. The boss has 1, 2, and Early Bird has 1, 2. That's 4 points for the boss and Early Bird. Muff Diver, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 points for Muff Diver and Spanky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points for Sassy and One Night Stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Horny and Monkey.
Of course.
And we're going to tabulate in just a moment. Go ahead and put those back in the green drawers.
We are tabulating.
We are tabulating.
Oh, I am
If you have any
sweating.
glasses, I know, that's why we asked you to take your sweaters off. If you have any glasses, you can put those in the blue drawers. And we'll have our PAs clean up the rest of this mess in just a moment. So, right
You
now,
already have the same name as us too.
Hector and Neil.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? I wish they got paid more.
Speaking of getting paid more, the boss, you've got control of the board.
All right.
Sing the first!
Let's just sing that first. 2.
Sing that first. So in this category, I'm going to read out some lines to a song. If you can completely sing the rest of that
I'm
verse,
gonna
then
suck
you will get those points. Sing that verse for 2 points. Just a small town girl. All right.
Before the lonely world.
She took the midnight train points, and that controls the board. Sing that verse for 5.
Sing that verse
Four.
live.
I said 4.
Put up a 5. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the,
Oh, come on.
to the,
Oh, shit.
to the,
Love Shack.
Love Shack Baby! And you've got those 5 points and control.
Okay, we're gonna do impressions for 3.
So here you're going to see the name of a character or person. If you can do an impression of that person, put out your paddle, we'll give you a chance. Impressions for 3. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo!
And that's points.
That was a racing day.
Spanky, I saw your catalog, so I'm going to give you a chance too.
Scooby-Doo!
Roll, Raggy. Nice job. We're going to give control. Sing that verse for 4. Because if you liked it.
Oh! You should have put a ring on it.
You should have put a ring on it! You're in control of the board.
Go iconic clothing for 2.
Iconic clothing for 2 points.
Oh, iconic clothing for 2 points.
What color was Michael Jackson's jacket in the Thriller video? That was definitely
red.
Is it red? It is red! You got control.
Go Chicago Sports for 5.
All right.
Quit acting like you know that stuff, Brett.
Chicago Sports for 5 points. What is the name of Chicago's WNBA team?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Come on, sports
Chicago
boy.
Sky.
Hold on. Since what he just said was who watches them, I would give her an extra 2 points.
Down with the patriarchy! Okay, so
Okay.
you got control of the board.
I'm going to go with carbs for 2.
Carbs for 2 points. What would you say to someone trying to swipe your Kellogg's breakfast waffles? All right, sassy. Lego Mago. There it is, and you've got control of the board.
Sing it. No. Carbs for 3.
Carbs for 3 points. The cronut is a cross between what 2 breakfast carbs? That was definitely the boss.
The croissant and the donut.
Is it the croissant and the donut? It is! And you've got control of, the high five you missed.
Oh, sorry.
All right, you've got control of the board.
We'll go iconic clothing for 3.
Iconic clothing for 3. What was Steve Urkel's favorite clothing accessory? And this was after the buzzer.
Suspenders.
Is it suspenders? It is! You got control of the board.
Impressions for 4.
Impressions for 4. Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
You got control of the board.
Sing that verse for 3.
Sing that verse for 3 points.
Sing that place for 3 points.
I can't get no. Ha ha.
Oh, it's definitely
Thank you.
first.
Satisfaction.
That's not a song. You just sing.
You have to say that?
You have to sing it.
I can't get no.
Satisfaction. Yeah! We're gonna give you control of the board.
Super challenges for 3.
Alright, we're gonna take the super challenge. What's the challenge?
Challenges.
For 3?
Yes.
3.
We are playing telephone.
Oh!
Baby, you call that kid everything.
Put your
No,
pads away from the
that's the wrong telephone. Thank you for your effort, though. Over here, I have phrases. These phrases are going to start with each member on this side. You're going to pass the phrase along. When you pass the phrase along, accuracy is important. So we make sure we whisper to the next person's ear, the first person that tells it accurately to Neil as a group, you get 5 points. You're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Brett. Come on.
I could not understand a single word you said. So what was yours?
Say it again.
Candy Crunchy Coconut Lovers.
Alright, and what was yours?
Candy Crunch and Coconut Lovers.
This was what was yours again?
Candy Crunch and Coconut Lovers.
Oh, this one was first. So you're getting the point. And we're gonna. I don't believe you spun the wheel. Have you yet?
I did.
Okay, great. Has anyone not spun the wheel? Did I forget anyone?
Yes. As a matter of fact, One Night Stand has not spun the wheel yet.
One night stand.
Come on,
You.
Sam. Yes, she has.
No, she hasn't.
All right.
Nobody. Everyone's gonna get a chance to earn some points. So here's how this works. You're going to be looking for an item. You are not going to move from where you are standing. Haha. Okay, you can turn. You will not need to touch the item that you are looking for. Okay, don't grab it. You might want to grab it. Don't grab it. Okay, you're going to get 30 seconds if you can find the item that is named on top of your drawers.
Back there. Yep.
30 seconds.
Starting now.
I found it.
Raise your hands.
Oh.
15 seconds.
Okay, seriously. Why am I the only one?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's time! Alright, so we're going to start right over here. The boss, what were you looking for?
Cow.
A cow? Where would there be a cow?
Oh, look at
There.
It's right over there. Mupta, what were you looking for?
Disco ball.
There is a disco ball right there. 5 points. Cassie,
Baseball over there.
there is a baseball right over there. And Mom Jeans, ooh, the clapping is pretty repetitive. There is a fish right over there. Early bird, what are you looking for?
The flamingo.
A flamingo, Spanky.
Rubber duck.
There is a rubber ducky right over there. One
Cheese
out of 10.
grater.
There is a cheese grater. What were you looking
Baseball
for?
mitt.
Baseball mitt, and that's ball! All right. So we're coming up on the last 2 minutes of our game show. So 2 things are going to happen. I'm going to read off every category so that we can get through more questions more quickly. Okay.
Okay.
The second thing that's going to happen is double points. So we're going to start with iconic clothing for 1.
Iconic clothing for 2.
What type of hat did Indiana Jones wear? And this was after the buzzer.
Fedora.
Is it fedora?
Yes.
That's 2 points for Spanky! And next up is sing that verse for 1. Do you want to build a
Snowman.
I want to build a snowman. Yes, I do. That's 2 points for you. Impressions for 2 points.
Impressions for 4 points.
Mr. T. All right, we're giving you both a chance.
I pity the fool.
You're both getting points! Yeah! All right, Chicago Sports for 3.
A second. Chicago Sports for 6 points.
This soccer team shares its name with a locally shot TV show. And that was definitely
no!
Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Is it Chicago Fire? That's 6 points!
Lisa! He's not even going this fucking way.
Hey, at least it was a 1 F-bomb.
Carbs for 4 points.
Card for 8 points.
What is it called when a runner will eat a large meal, usually pasta, the night before a race? That was definitely the boss.
Carbo loading.
Is it carbo loading? It is! Chicago Sports for 4.
Chicago Sports for 8 points.
How many championships have the Blackhawks won?
4.
Is it 4? No! Blackhawks won?
5.
Is it 5? No! Oh, let's go to this.
3.
No! What's the answer, Hector?
6.
Yes, 6.
It is 6.
You didn't put on your
I
paddle.
did put my pal on.
No, you didn't know it.
Oh, see how it feels?
As soon as I
Alright,
said 5,
so we've got time for one final challenge.
Alright.
And this is Super Challenge number 2. It's going to be worth 10 points to the team that wins it. So, Super Challenge 2 is neck ball pass!
You gotta
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to discover which of your friends or family you're closest with. The way the neck ball pass works, you're already prepared. You're putting your ball on your neck, you're passing it to the next person, and the next person, and the next person. The first person that gets it into the basket by the end, it wins the 5 points. Oh, the 10 points.
Be
Sure.
fast.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Is that how we're doing it?
Come on!
Oh, come on. You're so mom.
Black's my favorite color. Judy's done.
Yes!
Disney World.
Yes!
Home!
Home! And Hector, are we ready to...
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. So we're going to do some things. We're going to do some things. So in a moment, you're going to be winning your prizes. I'm going to tell you a little bit about your prize. If you're winning our prize today, you're going to be taking home passes to Ragnarok Axes! That is our axe throwing adventure up on the 8th floor. You throw axes at a wall, and then you compete for even more prizes.
Nice.
So that's super fun. We'll be finding out. And how are you doing on those? Where's Hector?
I got that, but give me a second because I just want to write down one more team before I get these.
So, all right. All right. So we're going to sing Happy Birthday for Mom Jeans a little later on because it's Happy Birthday to Mom Jeans. Hector, are you ready?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
All right. In third place.
In third place, yes, I'm doing that voice because I can. In third place, this person came out strong and then kind of lost it in the middle, but she kept going because after all, she is the boss.
And you get our honorable mention. Good job.
You get mentioned in a handshake.
And second place.
In second place. We're just going to call it out before I go through my whole thing. Really? Really? You want this job now? Mom Jeans in second place. Thanks a lot.
And you are taking home 1 free pass to Ragnarok Axes. And in first place.
You sure you don't want to take over for me? Because, I mean, because you can do that if you want, because, the person you had to stop throughout the entire show is the person that won. Go ahead and point that out, okay? You had a chance. You had a chance. Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it was. 72 points. How can you miss it? It's Spanky!
You're taking home 2 passes to Ragnarok Axes. That's 2 passes right there. And as well, you are now our Game Show King! King!
Oh, thank you.
Here's your king. Everyone bow. It's time to dance it out.
Yep. It is time to dance it out.
So we're going to stick it out. We're going to stick it out. Bring it in. Bring it in. And give it a spin. Let's come on the dance floor and dance the rest of this out.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching on the Game Show Gameshow. You have a your host, I'm of course Hector. We're at the Fine Arts Building. If you guys want to check it out at home, go right ahead. Go to our website at www.roofescapeadventures.com and let's go look for the game show. I've been Hector.